Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a story that's pretty powerful. It's all about how one single choice can have these huge, life-altering consequences. It's a perfect example of what people call the slippery slope, and you'll see how it all kicks off with just one tiny step.
So, have you ever really thought about that? How does someone go from being, totally fine, respected, and happy to just losing everything? Let's unpack that very question with a story.
All right, so let's meet the star of our story. This is Raj. He lives in a small, peaceful village where, everybody pretty much knows everybody else. Seems like a totally normal guy, right?
Now, Raj had a really good job. He was a clerk at the village bank. And this wasn't just some desk job. It was a huge position of trust. I mean, think about it. He was handling people's money, giving the green light on loans, and basically keeping the town's financial secrets.
But here's the thing with Raj. Deep down, he had this one major weakness: greed. He had this idea stuck in his head that real happiness was just around the corner if he could just find a shortcut to getting rich.
And that shortcut, well, it's got a name: corruption. To put it simply, it's when you use dishonest tactics, like bribery, to get what you want. And this is the exact path Raj is about to go down.
His big moment, his big test, arrived one afternoon. A really wealthy and influential businessman, a Mr. Verma, walks into the bank. He needs a huge loan. And for Raj, this wasn't just business as usual. No, this was an opportunity. You can just imagine what was going through his head as he stared at that loan application. Mr. Verma offered him a massive bribe to just approve the loan. No proper checks, no real paperwork, and Raj thought, this is it. This is my shortcut. And you know what? He took it.
And at first, it seemed like it totally worked. The change was, wow, just night and day. Before, Raj was living this simple life as a respected clerk with a good circle of friends. After, his life became, lavish. All of a sudden, he's got the fancy car, the grand house, all the nice things. But all that new, shiny stuff, it came with a hidden price tag. The people in the village, they started to talk. They saw the new wealth, and they knew something was up. His real friends, they started to keep their distance. Pretty soon, Raj was just trapped. He was caught in this web of lies, and Mr. Verma kept pressuring him for more and more shady deals. So yeah, he had the money, but he had absolutely zero peace of mind.
And you know how these stories go. The day he was probably dreading finally came. The bank's auditors, they just showed up, unannounced, for a surprise inspection. And just like that, the whole thing crumbled. The auditors, it took them no time at all to find some weird things with Mr. Verma's loan. And the paper trail, it led directly to one person: Raj. His secret was out. He was fired right then and there, and now he was facing some serious legal trouble.
The money was gone, sure, but the real damage went so much deeper. His reputation, something he had built up for years, was just gone. The same villagers who used to look up to him now looked at him with pure disgust. He'd betrayed every single one of them.
So the lesson from Raj's story is pretty clear, isn't it? That path of corruption, it didn't lead to happiness at all. It led him to shame, to being totally alone, and to a life full of regret. In the end, he lost everything that actually mattered.
Raj's story is a heavy one, for sure. It's a huge cautionary tale. So the question becomes, how does any of this apply to us, to our own lives? What are we supposed to take away from this? I mean, Raj's choice seems big and dramatic, but we face little versions of this all the time, right? Think about it. Slipping a cop some cash to get out of a ticket, or maybe asking a professor to bump up a grade. Each one is just a small step on that very same slippery slope. It's always a choice between what's easy and what's right.
And this, right here, is the other path. This is the alternative. Choosing to be honest, to have integrity. Look, it's not going to make you rich overnight. It's not a shortcut. But what it does give you in the long run are things money can never, ever buy. Genuine happiness, self-respect, and the trust of everyone around you.
So we'll just leave you with this one last question to think about. Raj traded his honor for some fancy things, and it left him with nothing. It really forces us all to ask ourselves, what, if anything, is actually worth more than our integrity?